Hello and welcome back to Ink Upon Ink. This is Write With Me #1, and this will be based off of the picture that we drew in the first one and the music that we made in the previous video. Okay, so something simple and with loss. So, or soon to be lost. Yeah, the one thing that is being a problem with me right now is that I don't want it to be simple. I like it when it's like really out there. But sometimes simple is what gets it out there, or it's just stupid. But I do a lot of stupid things with writing, but just gotta do it. So, okay, so something. These are just general ideas that come to me when listening to this. Why did this have to happen? Sometimes it makes it easier to write when you just be blunt and just type everything that comes to your mind. Because usually when, at least for me, I mean everyone's different, but I like to write it out and then work on it that way, because I'm kinesthetic. I have to actually be doing it. If I just keep the thoughts in my head, I cannot come up with anything. So I have to write it out, and then that way I can organize and think about better about what I want to do. Don't get it confused with visual learning. So that's right. I'm trying to avoid going with the melody of the song. It's not going to be one of those kind of things. It just makes everything a whole lot harder. So why did this have to happen? Everything was going so smoothly. Why did this have to happen? Everything was going so. No, I don't like that line. It just seems. I don't like. There's just some words that I don't necessarily feel flow really well with others. Why did this have to happen? You were only doing what you needed to do. You were only doing what you needed to do. Striving. No. Too much of a fancy word doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't. Unless it's a long story, I need to avoid big words. Why did this have to happen? You were only doing what you needed to do. All things, you were only doing what you needed to do. Things that would help to save your friends. Why did you jump into its path? Let's see. What I'm imagining right now is just the beginning of the song is just that, more on the depressed side. The second part there is, it feels more active. So what typically could be in those kind of spots are the flashbacks, the strong moments. So why did this have to happen? You were only doing what you needed to do. Things that would help to save your friends. But why did you have to jump into its path? Things would have gotten better between us. They have been. Since that day. You were there for me, and I was there for you. But why did you have to jump into its path? I'm not trying to be poetic or anything either. I just like pairs of 4 lines. Especially for short stories. When I think of short stories, I think of, well, you know, I'm just now realizing I am doing a kind of like a poetic thing rather than a short story. Although this technically could be like a short story. Although the name of this video is Write With Me, so it could be poets too, not poems, and not just short stories, and technically it's the same. Anyway, I'm going to continue with this. This is fine. This is fine. I'm going to add a little bit more before that line. Why did this have to happen? You were only doing what you needed to do. Things that would help to save your friends. Doing things that would help, well, that would save your friends. Always so loving and caring of all of us, for all of us. One more. No, I don't really like that. I don't like that. I like the topic of you, we, but. So you. I'm gonna get rid of those. So, no, no, why something. You. We, but. Why? No. How come? No. What could we have done to stop this? How about, no, what if we switch it over? We, you. I have absolutely no method as to writing. I'm just writing what comes to mind, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, then I change it up. But the easiest way to get through writer's block and to just write and come up with ideas is just write. Just write, even if it's just random notes, bullets, bullet list, or just a numbered list, or just something. Just write whatever, and then you can edit it later. What could we have done to stop this? Have always been able to protect you. We have always stuck together, side by side. I've only ever gotten minor injuries. Together. Have been practicing. Well, we have practiced 4 hours together. We have what could we have done to stop this? We have always been able to protect each other. We have always stuck together side by side. We have practiced together every day for many hours. You were there for me and I was there for you, but why did you have to jump into its path? We have eaten together and we have suffered together. I'm going to move that down 1. Yeah, nice and simple. This does work. This could be the paragraphs are what he is saying, and at the bottom I remember why I wrote what I put on the bottom too, and that's not him speaking, that's the person that is dying or very, very badly injured. No, no, no. I got to keep to this. Why did you have to die? Um, you know what? I'm blabbing on too much, but this works for me. I'm not gonna worry about editing anything with it. I am pretty happy with how it is worded. So I'm just going to keep it that way. I'm just going to use that, and yeah. So if anything, just write everything out. Write everything that comes to mind and go from there. Go from there. So thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I will see you next time. Later.